Well, I see numbers counting.
I think numbers counting, so I think that means we're live.
I think so.
So, hey there, everybody. Welcome to the RevKev's Nifty at 50 birthday celebration with my wife, Danielle.
Hello.
Hello. You might have to project a little bit because I think the microphone is way over here.
Hi there.
So there you go.
Is that better? I can project. I absolutely can do that.
You definitely can project. But
Yeah.
we shouldn't start sharing our marriage problems right at the very beginning of this. We don't have any. So anyways, so this kind of idea to celebrate my 50th birthday with some friends here on the internet, on my YouTube channel, really came up because our province here went into lockdown. More than just lockdown. We're under stay-at-home orders again.
And I mean, that guy there behind us, he's making sure of it.
Exactly. So he's making sure that we are staying at home. So originally, when it was going to be, you could kind of socially distance a little bit. The original plan for the birthday was to have people coming by the house and getting to chat with people. Visit. Exactly, having some outdoor visits, but now that's not happening.
Nope.
But it is what it is, and we're gonna have
turn
a good
50
time.
Either way.
I'm turning 50 either way, and so I've just invited a whole bunch of different of my YouTube friends, and so we're gonna hang out. We're going to ring in the 50th year at midnight. I've got cupcakes. So these were the cupcakes. If people would have been allowed to come to the house, this is the cupcakes that people would have gotten. But now I have to eat all 50 of them. So that's the plan.
We might share with some locals.
We might share with some people. Maybe. We'll see how that goes. That's so cool. So I've got a couple people here already. So we got the first few people. We got Teresa, Miss Martin Muse, and we got Stig Kenobi. So these are people. So all these people are new to Danielle. She didn't even realize this was going to be live on the internet until dinner tonight. She thought I was just a Zoom
call.
I was just organizing Zoom calls with people from online. So,
but now I'm starting better to understand YouTube life.
There you go. Exactly. You've had to, get more into that. Mm-hmm. So let's bring in Teresa and Stig.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
How you doing,
Happy
Stig?
birthday. Hope your day is great.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, it's a few more. I got an hour and a half until it's officially the birthday.
Hanging on to your 40s as long as you can.
Hanging on to my 40s as long as I can. That's it.
Yeah. Turning 40 wasn't that bad, but 30 was bad, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that.
Yeah, I was just telling them backstage. Yeah, 30 was miserable for me too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and 30, I didn't have a problem with 30. I had a problem with 31. 31 was, I don't know if it was because of the TV show, 30 something, or what it was, but that was the hard one for me.
Huh.
When I turned 24, I felt like I was in a hurry because of a TV show.
Oh, there you go. You know what's funny? I have never watched 24.
Oh,
it's addictive. It really is. It's intense.
You cannot stop. It is awesome.
Yeah. Because I remember, we saw it was on Netflix or Amazon Prime. I don't know which one it's on, but we kind of noticed it. I was like, oh, we should check that out. And
there's a couple of fun bloopers in that one because there's like a lovemaking scene. And then the story continues. Yeah, and then the story continues 2 minutes later. Because you have the clock.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. And hey there, Fanzine. How's it going?
Good. How are you guys tonight?
We're doing great. We're doing great. We're just kind of setting these things up and just kind of explaining to my wife that this isn't just a Zoom call, that this is actually live on the internet. So we've been living off of Zoom for the past 13 months.
It's fun, ain't it?
I'm so, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry they're locking y'all up there in Canada for your birthday. I mean, my gosh.
Yeah, we were locked down over Christmas time and pretty well only got opened up like end of February probably.
Something
and
like
then locked down again now for a month, for 4 weeks.
My gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're pretty laid back up here in Canada, I guess. So we don't, make too much of a stink about it. The introverts are really thrilled to be home. So
I'm not bothered by it at all. Actually, in Norway, it's your birthday.
Oh, there we go.
Happy birthday.
Yep. Happy birthday.
There you go. I'm 50 years old in Norway. So there you go.
I knew before you.
There you go.
So what does future Kevin think of it? Is he okay? Is he good?
I think he's going to raise an eyebrow.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. He started rocking in a fetal position. So.
Yeah, and then he's going to read some Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So Danielle, just so kind of some of the people that are here. So Teresa and Stig, we kind of read the Star Wars books together, and we've done some of those live shows where we kind of discuss the books. Mm-hmm. And Fanzine, he's a part of kind of the fandom collective, so kind of the group that's kind of supporting one another and helping each other to grow their channels. Yep. And so he's a part of that team.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So I thought I would kind of ask my, guests as they come in here to celebrate, my birthday with me. I just thought it would be cool if you guys wouldn't mind sharing with me, what was one of your favorite birthday celebrations that you've ever had?
I gotta think about that one.
I can say that right away. When I did turn 30, and it was something of a midlife crisis, myself, our best friend, and my sister, we went out to Vegas. I'd never been.
Okay.
Vegas for 4 days.
Sounds like a bit of a gamble.
Yeah, and that's when I discovered that blackjack was really my game. So I spent like 4 days, like all night. I barely slept just playing blackjack, and it was so much fun. It really was. And then with the stuff I won, we went out to a very fancy French restaurant, had a fancy French wine, and had a blast. And we're funny people. We're a little bit crazy. So we brought the love and the joy everywhere we went. And this was back when they had the Star Trek Quark's bar in Vegas that you could go to.
Oh,
so
wow.
We went there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very fun. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yep.
I've never been to Vegas.
I don't think I could top that.
It's not about topping. It's like, what was the best for you? Like,
I can top it easily.
Oh, okay.
It was when I was 5 or 6, and I got He-Man, Skeletor, and Stratos action figures for my birthday. I was all over the place.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those He-Man action figures. When you got those were, they were pretty big.
Yeah, because you could see them on TV as well in the cartoons. So when you were a kid, it was like, oh, my toys are on TV, right?
That's right. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was like the ultimate, way to sell the product to children.
Oh,
too.
it's
like just make it a.
Looking back, it is kind of shady because those cartoons and even the commercials, they were there to make kids throw a fit.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. They worked too.
Oh yes, it worked.
Yeah, for me it was the Cabbage Patch dolls. When they came out really big in the 80s, I guess. Yeah. And I got a Cabbage Patch doll one year for my birthday. That was huge.
Yeah. Your mom had to wrestle people for it.
Nope, my dad did.
Oh, your dad did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was for my dad.
I think one of my favorite ones that I remember is probably about maybe 10 or 11. Just me and my friends. My mom took us to the comic book store. We got to pick us out some comics. I was a huge comic book fan back in the day, man. I just lived there. And then after that, I believe, the old school just roller skating rink. Went to the roller skating rink and just had some cake and ice cream. And just hung out, and I got like Superman toys and Ninja Turtles and like a Ninja Turtle skateboard, which unfortunately got ran over by a car. Our driveway was like at a slant, and my cousin got on it, and he slipped and he fell backwards, and it ran out to the road, and a car came by and ran it over. So I was like, that was my Ninja Turtle skateboard. But that was after the birthday party. But I remember that having just a good old fun time at, just getting comics and going to this roller skating ring, man. It was just being a kid, having fun, hanging with your friends.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Yeah. You don't see too many of those roller rinks around anymore.
No, yeah, they all closed down, man. Like not long after that, they all just shut down.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was your favorite birthday so far?
My favorite probably was the one that we had. So a friend of mine used to own a bar. And so a reverend walked into a bar. And,
it's a good one. Listen up.
It is a good one. So we had the whole bar to ourselves, and we probably had 30, 40 people.
Yeah, I would have said maybe 40, 50 people.
Yeah, 40, 50 people showed up. And this was right before, so how old was I?
I thought it was for your 30th.
It might have been for my 30th. And it was right before.
Yeah, I was pregnant for Cameron.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, I think.
Yeah. Oh, and here we got Jay. Hey. How's it going, Jay?
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
What does 50 feel like?
Well, I still have an hour and 20 minutes left, or
at least in
18 minutes left. Yeah. In Norway, I'm 50. So
in Norway, you're 50.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
50
awesome.
feels pretty good. I actually were talking about
you're
it earlier.
52 drunk.
Yeah.
Not yet.
In Norway.
In Norway? Not yet. But it'll catch up soon enough.
Hey.
Yeah.
Do you know what priests drink for breakfast?
No.
What?
I don't know. What do priests drink for breakfast?
Pasteurized milk.
Nice one.
I thought it was going to be Holy Communion, like
a whole bunch
wine,
of red wine. Red wine.
I will gotta say, that was terrible. That was great, Stig. That was great.
No, it was bad.
Watching your progress, like losing weight and doing the yoga and everything, this past year, pretty inspiring, man. Pretty inspiring. So congratulations. What did you lost? How much? How much did you lose?
So I've lost about 32 pounds.
Wow.
And now you can do the splits and put your leg over your head. Now, I'm not saying anything. Listen, wait, before you answer, all I'm saying is nothing would be cooler if I went to church and the pastor put his foot behind his head to start the sermon. I would be totally engaged.
There you go. It really keeps
just for a while
attention.
to see whether you scream out in horror, rip your pants, or just like something's good's gonna happen. I'm just saying, like, just a thought. I'm not telling you how to run your church. Just a thought.
That's one thing. A lot of people have been saying that he should wear that to church, but he's like, no, I'm not doing that.
I did a wedding once with my stormtrooper armor.
Well, if it's a stormtrooper, he would miss every point, right?
And 19.
Exactly.
19K Fox, good to see you.
Yeah, hey, Fox, it's great to see you here.
Good to see you. I just wanted to see I wanted to see the Jean-Claude Van Damme between like two pews,
yes.
you just with the Bible right there, boom, hit him.
You know what? It's kind of crazy how flexible you can get in a year when you really are intentional with it. Like, because I could barely like touch past my knees, like bending over to touch my knees.
Right.
Like. Now I got like my hands are like flat on the ground, like my forehead touches my kneecaps. It's crazy.
You can put your hand flat on the ground.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't believe you.
Heck, I haven't done that since I was like 3.
You gotta stand up and show us. I
can't do it right now because you have to be nimble and you gotta warm up.
Oh, I see how it is. Here come I'm 50 years old now. I got excuses. That's what it is.
I can say whatever I want now and get away with it. I've been looking forward to this for a long time.
I think that's like 80. I don't think you're there yet.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm curious, Reverend. Are they letting you have church over there?
So in where I live, we're in stay-at-home orders right now. So this was one of the reasons why I'm doing this online party tonight, and then I'm meeting some family and friends tomorrow on Zoom. Nice, I love the rebellion. Yeah, so basically because we're not supposed to see anybody. We're not supposed to leave the house or anything except for essential services right now. But churches are allowed to be open at 15% capacity.
Wow.
So that's our staff and their family.
Yeah, so that's our staff and the family.
Yeah.
So like, no one else would be allowed to attend. It would just be the staff and the families there. So it's just easier to stay online. You know, it sucks. It's not the ideal, but hey, we've been getting to meet people from all over the world. So it's been working pretty good. So
okay, so you do an online service.
We do everything online. All our meetings are through Zoom. And
we have a chat on it as well, which is kind of neat. So.
Yeah, it works out really good.
Oh, cool. Do people heckle you during the sermon?
Pretty much.
Most weeks.
Yeah, and then I can mute them, and then I bump them out. You know, like,
you mean I could go on and fact check the pastor mid-sermon to really drive you?
Wow. Oh, yeah, really could.
It's getting upsetting how many times you get me off of the.
Yeah, it's when you got to kick out your own wife. That's the problem.
I mean, that's not how it went.
That's the NIV. I like the NJ, or what is it, the New King James Version? You know
the New King James. Oh, now we got to fight now. Oh boy.
Exactly.
It's like, which translation is that?
Yeah.
I enjoy the these and thous. You know, don't take them out. You know, what are you doing?
Oh, here we go. I started a fight. I was just giving an example of the kind of things people could echo you with. Yeah.
What are you? What's your sermon on Sunday?
Tomorrow. So it's all pre-recorded. So I actually recorded the sermon on Thursday.
Oh no, you did it Friday this week.
So I did it on Friday.
I think it's cheating.
But you know what's kind of cool?
Yeah.
I watch church online, and I'm watching it like, wow, this preacher is really good.
Yeah, but you know,
the preacher is like so engaging, and I'm like taking notes because I don't remember anything I've said from Thursday.
And I look at you, and I see you mouthing.
And I'm mouthing the words. I'm sitting there in our family room, and I'm doing the action.
All of them cheat, though. All of them cheat. They're reading from a book.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
But it's actually nice. For a year, I've been able to sit next to you during your sermon.
That's true.
That's never happened before.
That's it.
I'm like all alone. He's up there.
Never get to sit together.
Oh my gosh! Exactly. Oh my gosh! You're bilocating. It's a miracle.
It's like so amazing. It's so crazy. So
it's the trials of the pastor's wife. Always.
Thank you. I feel
the busiest person in church.
Yeah. Her memoirs are coming out soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A tell-all.
She just finished writing a book, so it's gonna be awesome.
I did. Yeah, talking to a publisher on Monday, so we'll see.
Good for you.
Yeah, there really are like very big heartaches and hardships. So thank you.
Absolutely.
It's really good. It's good.
Being married to this guy has got to be a challenge.
It's a challenge. So it's actually a joy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I paid her to say that.
I mean, it's your birthday.
Money well spent. Money well spent.
That's right. Exactly.
See, I've learned over the years, there's like pastor wife talk and pastor talk when they say words like, it was a joy. It was a blessing. That's the, okay.
Yeah. He's a real joy. I'm trying to say he's a joy.
Blink twice if you're in trouble.
We know all the churchies talk, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you found me out.
No. It's definitely
one comedian that said, when Christians use the term, well, aren't they precious?
Yeah.
It's the Christian way to say you're a moron.
Yeah.
God loves everybody, which
to say bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart. Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am, you have time to talk? I'll pray for you.
Yeah.
I suppose Jesus smiled at you too.
What are you drinking over there, Foxy? What you drinking over there?
I got a little Four Roses single barrel. Yep.
I need you to send me another bottle. Oh, wait, this is a non-communion stream, so you might want to. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation. So one of the last streams I jumped on YK Fox's channel, he was doing one of his bourbon talks. And I was asking him all these questions about bourbon. And so we went shopping yesterday because I was going to celebrate, turning 50, trying a bourbon for the first time. But I bought whiskey by accident.
Oh no! Oh no!
You were trying to get.
It was supposed to be bourbon. I forgot, and this is how I know nothing about this stuff.
I have to here we go. All the drunks are coming out. Oh.
No, I had to put a care package together for you.
What's that? Sorry?
I had to put together a care package for you from Kentucky. All the good stuff.
Some Woodburn, that's the best in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
Woodford's a good one. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So I bought.
Cheers, my friend. Happy birthday and many more to come.
Happy birthday. Happy 50th, sir.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yes.
And cheers to Stig and his socks. I love them greatly.
Oh, yes.
I have new ones now.
Exactly.
They're not
so I bought Wayne Gretzky whiskey.
Yeah.
he makes his own whiskey?
I think he does. Yeah. Yeah.
What else does he have to do, right?
Fox, have you ever sent anything to Canada before?
I have not.
It's
It's a weird. I sent some to Star Wars Theory and to Krista, and so you gotta watch it. You send it UPS. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I sent that to Kev too. Yeah. So here's what you got to do. You got to watch it. What else did I send? Just the Mickey? That was it?
Just the Mickey. Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of a cheap person in my eye. I didn't load it up with stuff. I'm sorry.
I'm going to outdo you.
Oh my God.
I'm getting some good
Our whole family was like, wow, that is so nice.
Oh, that's cool. I am the best ever. But what I'm saying is when you
coming before fall.
When you have to watch the tracking all the way up to the border. And then once it gets to the Canadian border, if you don't follow the literally you have to set alerts on the tracking. So once it gets to the Canadian border, you'll get an alert saying you got to pay the duties. So then you got to pay an extra. It's like each package I sent was about $25. So it paid. Yeah, I don't want. Fine, it was worth it. And so then you pay the 25 to clear the border, and then they'll finish delivering it. So that's why Kev's. I think you were the first person I sent. And then that's why it took so long, because I'm like, it should have been there by now. And I finally pulled up the tracking and I called the UPS store and they're like, yeah, you got to follow it up to the border. And then you got to pay these Trudeau, whatever his name is, Trudeau, whatever. He put this border
Justin Trudeau tax.
Yeah, he put exactly. That's what it is. He put this border tax
really
for Americans shipping stuff up. So, but I think they could ship stuff out and don't have to pay it, but it's shipping it. Once it gets to the border, it'll stay there until someone pays it. If no one pays it in a month, they ship it back, and then you have to pay for it to get it repicked up. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's
crazy.
Yeah, before COVID
Norway does
started,
that too.
Oh, Norway, yeah.
Yeah, it's if it's past $30, including shipping, we get hit by a 35% tax for import, and then another 15 for the customs office to do their job.
Wow.
So if I'm buying something, let's say I'm buying a Darth Vader figure, right, and it's $35, I end up paying about $100.
Oh wow, that's horrible.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah. What we started doing here, because we actually live probably about an hour and a half from the U.S. border, and so most of my buddies that are part of the 501st Legion, like the Star Wars Costuming Club, are ordering stuff from the U.S. We order it and we get it shipped to the UPS store just on the other side of the border, and then you just go pick it up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What state? What
gets
state
delivered by
are you close?
stormtroopers.
New York State.
So you go to New York? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're near Niagara. You're near Niagara Falls.
No.
That would be more Buffalo, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's more Buffalo.
That's still New York.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, there you go.
A geography lesson from the teacher.
That's okay.
We're Canadian. We don't know American
geography.
No, it's okay.
Who knows all our provinces?
That's why I had to ask you. I was like, what state are you close? Because I don't know, like
New York.
I just say Toronto.
Exactly.
Is every Canadian from Toronto?
That's
Toronto
all Canada, right?
about-
Just that once.
Like 5 hours from us, Toronto.
Toronto's about 5 hours.
So
And
Niagara's
and don't you speak French?
Bien sûr, on parle le français ici.
That's a little a little chewed up.
Yes.
Je ne comprends pas bien le français.
Je ne comprends pas. That's right.
Je m'appelle Stig.
That's
There you go.
We're very bilingual here. Actually, I did all my elementary education in French and high school too.
Wow.
Yeah. And it wasn't until I went to college when I finally went to English school.
That's interesting.
And I grew up in Montreal, Quebec, so I learned French and speak okay in French.
Yeah. I landed a hot Montreal girl.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah.
Oh, well, there
That's
we
part
are.
of the reputation. So
Have you guys ever met the Queen?
the Queen? No.
Never
met the
came
Queen.
to visit. Okay.
There were royal visits,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I think
My
Princess
friend
Diana
Steve, his daughter gave flowers to the Queen.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
In the Maritimes.
Yeah, we have a lot of friends because we live in the nation's capital, so we've got a lot of friends that work in politics and member of parliament offices and stuff like that. So,
Well, just a little while ago, you all in Canada had a very ungrateful prince hanging out in Canada before he moved to Los Angeles.
Ungrateful friend. Yes.
oh yeah, was he here? Yeah.
And then and then when they said they didn't want the titles, Canada said, then you're not getting security.
Yeah, we're part of the Commonwealth here, you know. So
I
you
thought
got
that
to.
was awesome.
Yeah.
Well done, Canada.
We weren't going to pay that security.
No, we can't afford to pay that security. Our dollar is too low. So
You guys did give us one of the greatest. Canada gave us. You guys, Toronto had the greatest. I don't know, mayor of the world. Was his name Ford?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. He like ran over women in the whatever your Congress thing
He
was.
talked about doing cocaine and
Yeah,
he was like,
it was awesome.
Yeah,
the twin.
his brother is our provincial premier now. So
Is it really?
So he shut us down.
So he's the guy who keeps shutting us down with the COVID stuff. So
this is Doug Ford,
Yeah.
brother of Rob Ford. Rob Ford is no longer with us.
Yeah,
Rob
he
passed away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, he had a interesting life.
Yeah, the colorful
Very
one, for sure.
And the people of Toronto loved him.
Oh my goodness.
Loved him.
Did they really?
Loved him. I'm
That's
just
good.
I don't know why.
We only heard about him from the memes, you know, like they would show clips of him like knocking people over when he walked, cocaine binges.
Oh, I know. He was on
Things
every
like-
late night show down in the US. Like he was like comedy gold.
Knowing.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I know
So-
I probably missed this, but how long have you two been married?
We've been married 22 years.
Oh, awesome.
22 years. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. She hasn't smartened up yet. So it's
Good thing. That's a good thing.
I like how he looked at her and she answered before he answered just to make sure he got it right.
the instruction's on the
you know.
inside of the ring, but I can't get it off anymore because my digits
well
are thrown
trained.
around.
You lost a lot of weight. I bet. Did that thing just start to?
I haven't lost the weight in my hands yet.
Oh. Was it nice to go out and buy new clothes, or you just haven't bought them yet?
I did. I actually went shopping. We went shopping
Couple
last
weeks
week.
ago?
2 weeks ago, last week.
We were allowed out.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Since COVID started, pant size is down 4 inches.
Nice.
So it was a
Really?
heavy-handed approach.
What? I missed that.
No, it's just a pun about not losing weight in the hands.
Oh, there you go.
A heavy-handed approach.
I actually did when I lost because this is a lot bigger than it's supposed to be. It's just would be right there instead of right there. Yeah, it keeps falling off. I'm gonna have to adjust it, get the size fixed.
There you go. Good reason to do that, you know, losing a bit of weight.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Well, Rev, this is all time I had.
Well, I really appreciate you popping in.
I know you got a lot of other people that are going to be popping in.
Yeah, I got Black Agnes is in the waiting here to jump in, so I'm going to bring him in next.
Thomas said he was coming. Angus is here.
Yeah.
So I'll pop off. Teresa, Stig, Fancy, Fox, and happy
Thank you
so
birthday.
Much. Thank you for all the support over the years, man. And I can't wait. Once the world's back to normalcy, man, I'm taking you. We're going to go to El Salvador.
I'm so looking forward to going on a mission trip with you.
I can't wait. It's going to be so awesome.
Yeah.
We're going to get that El Salvador revamped up so y'all could go see. Go see what you guys helped do. So
that'll be
amazing.
Yeah. So we'll pray for that the world gets some normalcy, hopefully by after summer, and then we could start talking again about going. So that's just kind of crazy, just hanging out. So
that's gonna be really
much love. God bless. Y'all have a great.
Thanks so much.
Great.
Bye. Yeah, I was gonna say, RevKev, I also need to go. It was magnificent to talk with you and to meet your lovely wife.
Oh, it's great to have you here. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, congratulations on 50, hopefully very blessed years. And let's go for 50 more.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
nice to meet you.
I have to jump off as well because it's 5 a.m.
It's 5 a.m. Well, I always appreciate, when we can stream together because I know, man, you sacrifice more than anyone with the time zone. So
yeah. Well, have a great birthday and
thank you so much.
Congratulations and thanks for having me on.
Yeah, it was great to have you here. Thank you.
Have a good sleep.
Good night.
Bye.
Happy birthday.
Bye,
guys. All right, so we'll bring in Black Agnes and Thomas.
What's up, fellas?
How you guys doing?
I'll let Thomas go first.
How you doing, Thomas?
Thank you very much. You're very welcome. I just got home from work and I'm drinking a glass of Merlot.
Merlot.
There you go.
I think I'm drinking a glass of Merlot.
I think that's what you got too. Yes. I'm drinking this organic lager beer that it's like healthy beer. So I don't know. It's just this health kick thing I've been on. So
I don't know if that's the thing, but okay.
Yeah. Well, someone was saying, "Oh, you got to start drinking gluten-free beer," and I'm like, no,
it's a bridge too far, Kev. It's a bridge.
Yeah, I'll stick to water. To water. You're gonna go gluten-free. Just stick to water.
But you like them.
I like this one.
Yeah.
I like this one. This one.
Is it gluten-free or just organic?
No, it's just organic.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Isn't it barley anyways? Isn't barley always organic?
You would think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Kev.
Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate you stopping by, and it's good to have you here.
Yeah, I was having trouble because my computer is updating, so I'm on my phone at the moment.
Okay. Very cool. Oh, and I got we got Shellback actually.
Shellback, what's up, brother?
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I know I'm short, so it took a minute. I'm down
that's
here.
Okay. No. That's okay. Well, I kind of realized I had people kind of in the waiting room, but it was kind of I didn't have my screen maximized, and so everyone was kind of down below, and I'm like, oh, look at all these people waiting. And I've never done one of these before. I don't tend to live stream all that much. So
see, two minutes ago, I would have been like, when you brought me on, like say 2 minutes ago, I would have been like, happy birthday to you. But now you don't get that. No.
Oh man. Man, yeah, because I don't get that song, my sub count drops by 50 just for that last that song.
And welcome to the old guys club.
Thank you.
How I got there before you, I don't know, but
Well, I think I've always officially been in the old guys club because I went gray at 30 and bald at 40. So
it's just feeling natural.
It's just feeling very natural now.
Well,
my age is finally catching up to my look.
I'm twixt between. I mean, I've got hair, but it's a little thinner up here than what it used to be. And I've tried doing the the baldy thing, but here lately I've kind of gotten lazy, because taking the taking the Norelco to my head, like, once or twice a day started to get old. So I'm like,
right.
I'm letting it come back a little bit. I don't know. It's irritating. At least your hairline, had the decency, to do it evenly.
It does.
Like I started shaving my head. I started shaving my head because I've got one little. My camera's kind of crappy, but I've got one spot like right here, right here, and it looks like I got a reverse widow's peak.
Right.
And, so I started doing that, and I'm like, why can't I just, I look in the mirror and I'm like, why can't you just do like, RevKev or
that's it. Just that nice thick, hair on the side, Yeah. When Danielle and I, when we first got married, my hair used to come down to just slightly above my eyebrows.
There was brows, and then there was hair.
Yeah, it was. I had glorious hair. I had thick,
dude, I had
curly hair.
I mean, I had at one point in time back when it was fashionable, like the 90s sometime, I think, I had enough hair on the top of my head I could pull it down and chew on about an inch of it. That's how long it was. I mean, I had it short on the sides and in the back, because that was the style. But the top, boy, I could.
Right. Hey, Showback, forget about all that. Tell me about this wicked gootee you
I
got.
know, like I was just gonna say, you're
awesome.
rocking the COVID beard, though.
Dude,
that's pretty
cool.
epic.
This has been going since the 1st of November.
Wow.
The last time I did, any trimming on my chin here was like the 1st of November, doing like, because I wanted to, that no shave November, that type of stuff.
Right.
I wanted to see, how much I could do in the month. And then I was like, well, I'm just going to let it go. I at one time back in like, say, 2008, I let it go for about 10 months, is the longest I've gone. I could do this right here, and I had about an inch of hair that would come out the bottom of my fist.
Dang.
So
wow.
this time, and like I said, it's been going since November. I don't plan on shaving this part right here at all until this coming November. So I'm going for a whole year this time.
You're doing the yeared.
So yeah.
The yeared. Very good.
Yeah. I had a buddy of mine who did that. He picked a date and then he didn't shave at all for the full year. And his beard was like down to there.
It was great, but his wife was like, when is the year going to be over?
Right. Well, I had the mustache too.
Yeah.
I had the mustache too, but a few nights ago, I was eating some pizza, and every time I put the slice of pizza up to my mouth, that like hair would be like getting pushed into my mouth, and so I trimmed it up a little bit, and like it didn't look quite right, so I just went like I just went full buzzed, but I'm gonna have to let that come back.
Yeah, see, I got a ratty stash, but I don't mind because I always liked Animal Planet stuff when I was a kid, watching lions, enjoy the carcass and all that. So I feel like a kitty cat when I have I'm chowing down, like I'm cleaning my whiskers,
Well, I've seen Angus's facial hair, and it looks like the kitty cat is what he shaves with, so like he's still got a little bit of that peach fuzz, but one day, when he grows up, to full adulthood,
shots fired, Showback.
Yeah, I blame
savage.
I blame the Indian in me. That's probably what limits everything.
Yeah. I can't grow a full beard either. I've tried and tried. It's patchy. It doesn't, and all the stuff that I read. No, you just got to give it time. Okay, I've given it 50 years. Okay, if it's not going to come in now, I don't think it's ever going to come in.
I still had a couple of thin spots, right through here until I was like, my late 20s, early 30s or whatever, but now, like after being in the military and Mr. Fox might be able to attest to this, but dude, after you go, if you have any trouble whatsoever, I mean, Angus is the exception. Okay. Angus is the exception to this, but when you join the military, right. And you've been through military boot camp, right. If you don't end up with this problem right here, okay.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. It's like, and like I said, Angus is the exception because he's still trying to get some of it to come in, but it's
right. Yeah.
Anyway, how are you, old dude? How are you? How are you?
I was going to ask what you got for your birthday.
I don't know yet. So,
really? His birthday in Norway.
So my birthday is like at midnight. So it's actually on the 11th. And so kind of the whole point of this was I just was gonna get and keep, hang out a little bit and ring in the birthday at midnight.
Oh, wait, midnight? Is that when you were born? When were you actually born? What time?
So I was born on an Easter Sunday. Okay. My mom was eating chocolate, or Easter Bunny chocolate, and then it's like, we need to go to the hospital right now. And so, so it's probably about 7 a.m. on Sunday morning.
So Miss RevKev, he actually has 7 hours past midnight. He has to wait for his presents.
That's, you know what? You're right. He's going to have to probably wait even longer past that because we usually do it at dinner time on the date of birth. So
I got to wait that long.
That's the way it works.
Yeah, see, and my love language is gifts, and so this drives me crazy.
I was going to say, my loot? I've told my kids that chocolate is where babies come from also. So
yes.
Hold on though. That means that this is like some false advertisement here. Because it's
that's
not
a good
actually
point, Shellback. That's a good. This is a falsity. This is a lie.
That really what all YouTube is all about?
And you being a man of the cloth, for shame.
Well, in our denomination, we don't wear cloth.
So it's all okay?
Nope. So
is it a little cold for that up there?
They don't give us one of those little collars. I've been thinking of going to like the Catholic store to buy one of those so I can get into other places easier.
Yeah, that's a good.
Free parking at the hospital. You get free parking at the hospital. You get like the best.
Yeah, I think I need one of those too. Because there's been times where somebody says or does something, and I'll walk by them or I'll look at them and do this right here. I'll give them the in nomine Patris, and they look at me like, what the
What are you doing?
Exactly. So what's the most? What do you? So what's the number one thing that you asked for your birthday?
So I actually asked. So I've been kind of on this fitness thing all year. Mm-hmm. So I've been doing this program called DDP Yoga. So it's kind of this fitness program developed by the WWE Hall of Fame wrestler Diamond Dallas Page. So I've been doing the Diamond Cutter. Exactly. And that attitude is exactly the attitude that you work out with. And so I've been doing this for a year now, and I want to become a certified instructor to help other people, because I've had like chronic back pain forever, like most of my adult life, and my back pain's like gone.
Dude, I'm sorry, but all I can hear now, and I know this isn't DDP's voice. It's like I'm gonna do my Macho Man, but all I can see now is like, oh yeah. Now we're gonna get into the downward dog. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, brother.
That's pretty much the way it goes. That's how I work out every day. It's like, and then we bring it up and Hulk it out. So I actually, so I want to register to do the training to become a level 1 certified instructor. That's what I asked for my birthday.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you actually did get a gift because we got each other a gift.
Oh, and then we did. And so we bought each other a gift. So if you follow me on Instagram, I just finished installing it today. So we got one of those inflatable hot tubs.
And did you pour that pad yourself, the concrete pad under it, or?
So it's not concrete, so it's just like crushed stone underneath it.
Gotcha.
And then it's like these panels that you buy that just kind of snap in together.
Oh,
so kind of did all that. Yeah, because if you would have seen pictures of that side of the house beforehand, it was like total dumpster. It was all of our garbage was in that corner of the house. So now again, because we're in lockdown, we can't go anywhere here in my province, and so we're gonna make the house nice.
This is why I've expanded my home arcade for exactly that same reason. It's kind of crazy. So
yeah, you're in with Kentucky, right? Yeah,
I am. Yeah. We've got that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I forgot we're not that too far away from each other.
No, we're really close.
Meet up and watch a movie at one point.
Exactly. We still need to do that. We just may have to be at one of like my house or your house.
Yeah.
Fox used to do these videos. I don't think you've done one of these in a while, but he pulls out his guns. Right, exactly. and so as a Canadian, right, who has never seen a gun before in his life, I love Americans. I love watching this stuff because I'm like,
give me 1 second. It's your birthday. It's all about you. Give me 1 second.
Let me get my gun just for you.
Well, Kev, I heard it's pretty easy to get into the States these days. So, if you
our borders are shut.
Yeah.
We can get into the States, then we can't come home.
Well, that's why you bring the house with you, dude. You bring the house with you. Come on.
The original plan for the birthday, immigrate down. Our original plan, I was supposed to be in Disney World. That was the original plan. We were supposed to celebrate my 50th at Disney World. We're at home instead, so it's all good.
Shucks.
Exactly.
We have all we need.
I remember having like a little Twitter conversation with you, talking about how cool it would be to actually go down there and meet you at Disney World.
Yeah.
Because we're all we're both getting old at the same time, basically.
That's it. But, we can complain about all the young people running too fast. Slow down.
We walked.
You want $20 for this baseball cap? Is that crazy? American? Are you crazy? Oh my goodness.
All right, so just for you, Rev.
Yes.
This is my latest edition. Okay, this is something I was kind of saving for a very long time.
Right.
If you're familiar with Colt firearms.
Okay, I've heard the word.
And then 1911. Now the Colt is the brand. 1911 is the style of pistol.
Right.
This is the stainless steel competition version of that pistol.
Okay.
Fires a 45 caliber round.
See, and he just has that in his house. It's like, see, we as Canadians were like, I don't understand.
How did you unlock that so quickly?
This is one of many.
It doesn't do much good anywhere else.
Yeah, and so now it's called a 1911 because the style of this weapon was actually originally finalized in 1911. It began its sort of iterations in the early 1900s. I think 1899, I think, is when it first became sort of the idea, but it was finalized in 1911. So this same style of weapon has been around since 1911.
Okay. Wow.
But Colt is the is like the number one brand. So this is my latest purchase here.
Okay.
Wow,
that's pretty slick. That's nice looking.
Yeah. In America, we have this stuff just everywhere.
Well, so
I got
my
one
sister,
back there. So.
You got like 20 of them behind the poster there. Like
shotgun, actually, but
I can show you my E11 blaster.
Very nice. Nothing to sneeze at for sure.
My stormtrooper blaster that I built myself. And but my sister it lives just outside of Nashville, Tennessee. And so we had gone down to visit her once. She had just got married. Her husband was basically the local sheriff. And so we show up at their house and he was playing like duck hunt or something like that, like on a Nintendo. He had gotten his hands on a Nintendo and he was playing Duck Hunt, and I beat him. And I was like, dude, and this was the first time I ever met him. And so this guy was just about to marry my sister, so I figured I could poke fun. I didn't realize you don't poke fun with people who own that many weapons. But it was like, dude, you're the sheriff here? Like you're it's like,
well, at least in that town, the ducks are safe.
Well, that's it. But he's like, oh, the site's not the same as this. The site is very different. So
that damn dog, though.
Yeah,
it's true.
He's like, stop laughing at me.
Yeah, exactly. So, hey, rookie critic.
Rookie. Oh yeah, I hear RevKev's gonna be benching up your ass. Boom! What's up? Happy birthday, man.
Hey, thanks so much. Great to have you stop by. Really appreciate it.
Hell yeah! Sounds like you guys having fun.
Yeah, we're just goofing off and just kind of killing some time before midnight when I actually turn 50 years old.
They're gonna say turn into a werewolf.
Well, there you go. That would be cool. Well, that's what I want for my birthday. I want to be a werewolf.
The Rev Wolf coming 2022.
That would be like, what is that? Velocipaster. What is that? Anyone see the trailer for that movie? It's a real movie.
I've heard of that movie.
I've heard about it.
You gotta Google it. It's called The Velocipaster, and it's about some pastor who got bit by a velociraptor or something, or got cursed. I don't know what happened to him.
I want to see that movie where he partners up with Geode.
Geode, yeah, exactly. You got the Velocipaster and a big giant rock.
And a rock.
And
like what name a better duo? Like honestly,
I can't think of one. No. Can't think of one.
No. So yeah,
that's tight.
Yeah.
Seeing Fox's arcade games behind him just makes me want to play a game. I haven't played on those machines hardly ever in my life, like only a few times here or there, like at like whatever a dentist office if they have them or whatever.
Right. Dude, they're so much fun. These things, you can pick them up when they're available. That's the problem now that we're having with this brand, is it's so tough to get one. But ideally they're going to be available in Walmart's, and you can just go grab one and a couple $100 and you could get it at home and play it. And they're a ton of fun, but we're having issues with shipping and availability and all that. So I think some of it's COVID, but I don't know.
I mean honestly, when I think about it, if they had them like in an aisle in the store where it's like go to the arcade section where you can buy an arcade game, like a whole thing, I'm sure people would get them more often because I'm like, how much is it? Oh, like $200. So there's like if it was like if they had them in under $500 range, I mean, I could just accidentally buy one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, how did that end up in the back of my car?
Out of my control, couldn't be helped.
The one to your left, the Turtles game.
Yes.
I saw that one at Walmart for I think it was $400. It was either $300 or $400.
This is $399. This one was $500, but it came with a stool and some other stuff, other upgrades. But this one here is $399. This is the one that's but the problem is that they're not. You can't just go buy them. You have to like hunt and try to find them and catch a pre-order here and there, and it's crazy. If they can figure that out,
right?
They'll have something. I think they'll have a.
I played the original ones, the full-sized ones, back when I was a kid. But I think I like these better, because, it's like I'm taller than the machine is, with those things.
They take a lot less space too, right? It's
and this thing is like 50 pounds, 40 pounds. So you can pick it up, you can move it around. It doesn't have a giant old time CRT monitor in it. So it's very, very cool if you've got a specific game in mind. Man,
they're like 3 feet. They're like 3 feet tall.
They are
by themselves, right?
They're like 4.5 feet tall. 4.5 to 5 feet. They come with a little riser, a spacer on the bottom that kind of makes them a little taller. But yeah, they're super cool, man. I mean, just if you've got a game room or a corner like in the office, like here, I got room for 3. and that's it. So I keep changing them out. You know, I've got a basement that I put, you know, the overflow.
Maybe the one I saw was like a display model then, because it only looked like it was about 3 feet tall.
They are when you don't have the riser.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Those ones are to play on your lap.
Exactly. Well, they also make them, you know, this size.
What? I was kidding.
No. This is one of my little projects. This is they call it a countercade. It's like it goes on your counter like a bar top. And it has a little 8-inch screen in it. So this is one of my projects here. So they have them in all shapes and sizes.
There we go.
Oh my goodness!
And here we got Abu Nas.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome. How's it going?
Man, I've been all over the place today. I'm not too long getting back home.
Okay.
Just running some errands and seeing some relatives and stuff. I got a lot of phone calls that I need to make, so I just wanted to pop on here and congratulate you on a milestone, brother. My brother RevKev.
No, I so appreciate you taking the time to jump in and say hi. I really appreciate it. This is my wife Danielle joining us.
Hey Danielle, this is RevKev. How you doing?
Great. How are you?
No, I'm hanging in there. I'm tired. I just want to get through these phone calls, and then I'm calling it a night. I should be playing Call of Duty because that was my plan.
There you go.
After I got these texts, I was like, all right, I just got to do the family thing. And after that, I'm going to bed. And I'm sitting up here messing around with music that I was supposed to use for the Dark Council, but we unfortunately canceled because I bought a brand new gaming PC and I didn't think to install the cam and the mic. And then when I did, it just went kablooey. So, and I'm going to be gone for pretty much the month anyway from all social media. So this is pretty much my last appearance on anything YouTube.
I'm honored.
It's probably my last. Yeah, because tomorrow I got to get everything set up. But yeah, turning off all social media because I got to celebrate my month-long holiday.
Okay.
Only two that I celebrate on the Islamic calendar. So, but this is the big one. This is pretty much our Christmas. So we gotta suffer for about a month in order to get the present.
There you go. It's a big party at the end, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean the fast, the fast of Ramadan is basically, in a nutshell, this is the month in which the first revelation was given to the Prophet Muhammad by the Archangel Gabriel.
Right.
So, and the simplest words was just, oh, you who believe, those who are born from a clot of blood, to rise up in the tribes of man. It's just basically God saying that we need to get back to the basics.
Sure.
So, but this is, for us, that when this month comes along, it's a reflection for everybody,
Right. Yeah.
The prophets that have basically, said the same thing between Adam and Solomon and David and all the way down to Jesus and everybody else, and finally it was just, and we got many things in common with our Jewish brethren and Christian. We more in common with the Christians than anything. We believe in the virgin birth, we believe, in Jesus, his sermons and the gospels that he tried to preach. Some, followed, others was like, oh man, do we really want to go down that route? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not here to give no sermon. Today is your day to celebrate. And have a great time.
God bless you. I hope you have a good
man. I miss you.
Hey, listen, I ain't speaking but for nobody but for me. But brother, I've seen where it looks like you got the weight of the world on your shoulders, and I pray that you get the most out of this month off and get refreshed and rejuvenated because you're a huge part of this community, and we love you. And
love you too. I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
You are absolutely blessed.
Great people, great friends. Nobody's not, trying to get one over on anybody. We love the same things. We hate the same things. And, sometimes even when we have differences of opinion, we try to, do it and know that, well, my friendship with 19K Fox and my friendship with RevKev is bigger than our opinions or our ideologies, whether it's politics or whatever. That's why I try to stay away from it. But this is my turn the other cheek month. That's another reason I gotta stay off social media, because I'm quick to put my foot up somebody's ass just on a whim.
Listen, you can't let that lie, boo. I know you got to take it to him. I know.
Yeah. This is the month where it's like somebody pissed me off, and I gotta go, what? And I gotta hold my tongue and the whole bit.
Hey, but listen, and I want both of y'all to think about this. Because of my involvement in this community, I was always about the Star Wars movies, but never really the EU. Right. Since all this, since my brothers and my sisters in the community have been telling me about it, I have fallen in love with the EU. I am almost done with the new Jedi Order series.
Okay.
Awesome. Abu, maybe when you come back, we can do something. We can jump on, do a little streaming, and
please include me.
I am loving this series, man.
That's what's behind me here. It's all my EU collection.
Oh man, Rev, I am so jealous of your collection, man. I feel like I need to break
getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, it's crazy. Look at it.
Yes.
Leave your little note saying God has ordained this to happen. May the force be with you. I don't know, man. I gotta get up on my collection too, man, because I've been kind of slacking. So seeing RevKev and OG Star Wars and Stick Kenobi's collection, I'll be looking at my collection like, damn, I feel like
and this just started during COVID.
I know.
It was just like I had a couple, but not a lot. I lost a whole bunch of them in a basement flood about 10 years ago.
Oh no!
Yeah, I had all the original Marvel comics. I lost all of those in the basement flood. I had all the old West End game role-playing games. Lost all that in the flood. It was brutal. It was painful.
You know what? I'm up here not because my glasses is not reading. I gotta actually get up. These are my old glasses too. Rookie Critic and Shellback is in the house.
Yes.
Oh my God. We got a party going on here.
The Rookie Critic is like my angel on the side. He's the one that actually taught me how to do live streams.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Know nothing about it until I begged Rookie. I was like, Rookie, please just teach me how to do it. Do something. So he put it together for me, and I've been running wild ever since. So he's one of the original Fantastic Four crew that we had back in the day. Me, him, Drunk, and Civ Kryptonian. I remember those good old days, man. They're the best of times.
Back in those days, things were a little bit different back then over there, about 5 years ago. Yeah.
Now this is a party I'm relating to again. All the old guys complaining.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
Yes, but you know what?
Now we just got all these young YouTubers and
Thomas, the Guilt Man. What's up, brother?
How are you? Hail, Abu and Us.
Doing okay. I'm just tired. Like I said, after I jump off with you guys, I'm make these calls to both my aunt and my uncle and just explain myself because I've been kind of ducking them. But I know what the conversation is going to be about, so I'm just, bracing myself. But other than that, yeah, it's been a long day for me. But 19K Fox, put a pin on that live stream, to go over some of the books and stuff. I mean, with everything that Disney, messed up on. Oh, goodness gracious! Their chicanery and their buggery and everything else that they've been doing. It just brings more people into the EU, the George Lucas era.
See, it's not just me. It's not. See, I've been telling my wife for like 3 years. See, it's not just me. See, I'm not the only one who's talking about how much I hate this stuff.
It borders on blasphemy. When I look at these great characters,
I'm one of the few black men that don't fit the narrative of overweight white guys, and and
I'm working on the overweight thing. I'm working.
I'm getting ready to get forced to drop this COVID weight when I'm fasting, so I should be about maybe 10 pounds lighter by the end of the month.
There you go.
When Rev turns 50 in about 25 minutes, should we expect a third arm to grow, or is he gonna turn into a monster?
Yeah.
What happens?
He's gonna be the same smooth, suave, debonair person that he is.
Chest buster. No.
Right,
You know?
exactly.
He's probably gonna be even more wiser now. Like, I just hit 50. Yeah,
I want to see him get a
what I'm
British
doing with
accent.
my Star Wars collection, keeping it close to the chest and let Disney just implode on themselves.
I was told when you turn 50, like you're suddenly much wiser, and you just everyone will just listen to everything you say.
Shit,
All of a
that's
sudden, you obtain
That's
a
what I was
British accent.
told.
That's a goddamn lie in the fuck. 50 ain't nothing special happened other than my kids calling me, "Hey Dad, hey, yeah, happy birthday, you're 50, and you're getting up there, sir. You're getting up there, old man." And I'm like, oh my God.
I thought that's when your kids start calling you grandpa. You're like, your own kids will call you grandpa.
Well, my grandson, he's amazing. He says that because he had to do a report about family history. So he was like, "Granddad, when are you gonna come over and visit me?" I was like, "As soon as possible. I'm gonna go get vaccinated, in another month. So when I get that, I'm gonna put it together, because I haven't seen my grandson ever since he was 3. We get ready to go on 10.
Hard.
My youngest daughter, is gonna be 9. So her idea of saying, happy birthday to me was like, "Happy birthday, Dad. Can I get money for Roblox?" That's pretty much the source of my life,
You're just a talking money tree.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, like I said, I got 3 girls, man. So even the grown ones, they're in their 30s. Both my 2 oldest are in their 30s, and I'm sitting up here still giving them money. I can't escape from it.
Don't say that.
I know I can't escape from it.
So RevKev, that is your future.
That is my future. Like I said, I don't even mind it no more. I mean, just as long as somebody, thinks highly of me while I'm still here.
I don't think you're gonna have a problem with that, Abu.
Like I said, I'm the most hated on Twitter. I'm the most hated on YouTube. Please, I've been around here straight up disrespecting folks for 3 years. And it's time for me to start falling back a little bit, Let the young cats come up here and just, scream on these guys. I bled for the fandom minutes.
Here's that Shellback. It's your turn, Shellback. You take up the mantle.
Yeah, you gotta let the young people take.
Yeah, but only if Shellback can rap as good as
I'm
Abu
the same
can.
age as these two, though.
If Shellback can't rap, then no, he can't pick up the mantle.
That's a requirement at this point.
That's a requirement,
Yeah, you got to do it right too. So
exactly.
I can rap if I've got the paper and the tape, and
Actually, I can see you doing it, Shellback. I can actually see you doing it, brother.
Yeah.
When you
that
put
goatee going on.
Give you a nice little beat.
I would probably try to be a singer before a rapper, but
man, I wish I could sing.
I could see him. I could see him doing that. Let it go, let it go.
I wish I could sing.
Exactly.
Shoot.
Exactly. We can all break out in song, it's just like This is how we do church on Sunday. Everyone's in their own little box, and it's all pre-recorded, and we mix it all together, and it's just
nice.
Beautifully. It's like a choir.
The only thing is, though, it's like the way my mind works. Sometimes it'd come out in like the Cartman voice, so I'd be like, "Let it go, let it
go." Man, oh man.
Too funny.
But like I said, man, I'm wishing you the most happiest of birthdays, and sir, you have been nothing but a blessing in this community for a long time.
Amen.
Just the fact that you're still doing the Lord's work, and just being a regular type guy, no pretext or nothing. That's what I love, being around people like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, throw the what is that old saying? Who shall be without sin? That's the first stone.
You know what? I actually have a rock in my office.
Shit, I have
a big box in my office for that exact reason.
You know what I'm saying? I got boulders in my closet, so I ain't even worried about it. I just try to keep it funky and be real about it. You know?
Is it geode?
Do you give him some air? Does he get to breathe and eat and everything?
Oh yeah, I got geode in my office.
Go for a walk.
So my wife has no clue what this joke means. So geode is the latest Star Wars character created by Disney Star Wars. It's a rock.
It's a rock.
Yeah,
and I'm not even kidding.
I know.
It's an actual rock.
What?
Yeah.
This is not Star Wars.
To be,
exactly.
I guess
it's not Star Wars.
To give them some type of thing, they did create it as a gag character. Like they don't actually intend for it to be like this is for real. Like
they're serious.
This is a
they're serious. No, they're serious.
Well, I thought it was just like the person was crazy and they had the rock thinking that the rock was alive. That's what I thought.
It would be like Castaway, like Wilson.
Yeah,
like Wilson.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's exactly. That's the thought. It's like
once they do a comic or a movie and the rock is in the cockpit and then somebody gets up and kisses the rock. I'll see you in the back, honey.
I'm out.
That's
going back to the EU.
Yeah, that's how you know you're lost.
Right?
That's it.
Isn't there like a robot thing happening too?
Yes, yeah.
So
Lando.
Yeah,
Lando.
Lando.
I gotta make a new shirt. That's not my Lando.
Not my Lando.
It's not my Lando. My Lando is Mr. Smooth, Mr. Colt 45.
Colt 45.
No. See, it's the same.
For God's sake.
You see,
this is not my Lando.
It's the same Lando. No, you see, it's the same Lando, but picture him doing that in front of the electronics section.
Oh my God. It's horrible.
Like, hey, what's up, baby? Oh, you look
he's winking at the toaster like, you gonna make it hot for me tonight?
Yeah, right.
Get away from my VCR.
I'll grab the butter, you know. He'll grab the butter.
You can digress quickly, so you know that's kind of how it works.
Here's the thing, though. Why didn't he pay
I got
more
this oil from Goodyear, girl. Ooh, we're gonna have a party tonight.
Why didn't he pay more attention to C-3PO though? You know?
Oh my God.
No, because C-3PO was like, C-3PO wasn't interested. You know,
that's a protocol drill.
He wasn't his type. So
not his type.
No. You don't get it. It doesn't matter if C-3PO was into him. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no. You see, because Lando could tell what's been used a lot, and he didn't want to go for what's already been taken.
Human cyborg relations.
Yes. Exactly.
This is the state that we're in. That the actual thought of Lando being anything other than a heterosexual black man, it's absurd.
It's crazy.
Absolutely absurd. And the fact that they thought it was okay to make him pants, but I'm glad Billy D. Williams kind of like shot that down finally. He was like,
right.
I mean, he didn't even realize to the extent of what they was actually doing with his character. And so somebody whispered to him like, yeah, you're banging robots, bruh.
But Donald Glover ain't helping though. Donald Glover is like, he's still running with that torch, bro.
He's going to look at my toes. He's going to go on the red carpet with a freaking vacuum cleaner.
Star Wars was simple. Star Wars was simple. I mean, the ideas, the concepts were simple. It was the overarching story that was enthralling and brought us all in.
Yes,
when they do this, they divide people, and it's killing what Star Wars has always been.
Yeah, and then the fact that they add the whole sexuality aspects to it, like the transgender, the erogenous, nobody wants that in their Star Wars because it wasn't even mentioned. It's never applied. It's a simple story. Y'all focus on the wrong things to try to tell your story that nobody has no interest in.
No,
but
keep it universal so everybody can come in. This story can bring us all together if they keep it simple, keep it universal, quit digging into specifics, you know?
But should Star Wars really be about violence and wars and stuff? Like,
no,
you know,
that was a big thing too, right?
Violence,
wars,
pacifism. So I don't know. My priorities are straight.
That'd be an awfully boring title, though, if there was no wars in Star Wars. You know, it would just be. It would just
it's
be
like
stars.
Well, it's like, you know, what's funny is that you can do a lot of stuff. If you're a good enough writer, you can make like a rock character something interesting, but none of them, I think, could actually be able to do it. Like, that's actually a test. There's like a test with this. It's like, can you feel sympathy for a rock? And they're like, did it show rock? They're like, no. And they put like 2 smaller rocks next to it. They're like, what are you doing here? And they smash the rocks, and they're like, no, it's children. And it's like, it's like you can kind of create drama over
the never-ending story did it.
Yeah,
with the rock fighter.
Yeah. Well, and like you said, like, you know, if you're a good enough writer, you can actually take one of these objects and make it interesting. Like Wilson from Castaway.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're sitting there going,
when
you're
I did
actually invested that he lost a volleyball.
Yes, when I did a video when I did a video on the Geo thing, I literally used Wilson as the example. People were like emotionally invested into that volleyball. He's like, Wilson, no, and it's like, dude. Wow, just
but at least he put a face on it, you know.
Right. No, but I mean, even if there wasn't, the point is that Tom Hanks, like, that character seemed to care about the inanimate object very much, and even though it doesn't speak,
the inanimate object was more engaging than the sequel trilogy character.
When he floated away,
more emotion.
When he floated away, we're like, what happened to him? No.
Anybody talk about plasma? Anybody talks about, you know, Rosico? Nobody don't talk about these characters. It's almost like they got some article out like Ray is they doing a reboot and Ray is giving birth to Kylo babies and emo Kylo baby, Kylo Ren Jr. I said to myself, I kind of called it. I called this back in 2018. Yeah, they're going to get together. They're going to make a lot of little Kylo babies running around. Yeah. So they finally going to do it, huh? Oh, okay.
When they finally get old enough to kill their fellow students, you know, that'll be the day.
Of course. That's smooth right there. I mean, bad enough. She took the Skywalker identity. She took the Skywalker name, took the laws, took the homestead, the lightsabers, the ships, the droids.
She buried them.
She took it all for herself.
She also took the ghosts. She took the ghosts away.
She took the ghosts away. And then got the damn nerve to call herself Skywalker. She was a Palpatine. God,
not only did she have
Ray kleptomaniac.
I'm not alone. It's not just me. I've been telling my wife, like, it's not just me. It's my people.
And you wonder why. The EU is where it's at now. You know, no more Skywalker throwing the lightsaber, squeezing titty, sucking on the soil, yummy.
All good.
Not teaching nobody nothing. Yeah, in the books, you have the real Grandmaster of the Jedi Order.
Oh, he is so wise, and there's so many strong.
But he's still grounded. He's still grounded. I mean, these writers in the EU had it down to a T.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thomas is sipping his wine. He's like, yes, revel in this.
You know what I'm getting ready to do? I'm getting ready to read Kevin J. Anderson's Dark what was it? The Jedi Academy one. I always loved those 2 series of books. It was one of my favorites, you know.
I'm halfway through the second one right now.
Yeah. I'm going to start completely over. Because bad enough, I've read Dark Plagueis like cover to cover like so many damn times, and I'm still learning something new behind that, you know?
Yeah.
So
I've had arguments. I've had arguments or whatever debates with you know, like there was things that were on The Mandalorian, you know, that I liked. And, you know, the EU people would say, yeah, but that contradicts, you know, the books or whatever. And I'm like, well, I still liked it. It made sense, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's other things like Solo, right? The way Han and Chewie met, their story in the books
much better.
Was 10 times, if not infinitely better,
way better
than a freaking, a caper movie,
that man ran around 2 hours in that movie, lovesick over Khaleesi, trying to get her back and all this other foolishness.
I need to find my girlfriend. Chewie, help me.
Help me, Chewie. I gotta get to McQueen.
But when you grow up on the streets, right? When you grow up on the streets like he was supposed to have, he would have been a lot more freaking grizzled and suave and everything.
He looks like he's straight out of High School Musical.
Puppy in that movie.
He looks like he's straight out of High School Musical.
Yeah, just expecting to start dancing.
But he's like, oh, I just can't find my girl. I got my worm vampire boss.
Right? While we're on the subject, right? I've only got about 40 some odd books, right, at the moment. But
only
last
40.
year, I think it was sometime last year, I went on I gave myself a mission to, start collecting these books because I had a few back in the day, right? I had like what was it?
Back in the olden times.
What was the one that kicked it off? The freaking
it was the one right before that one that was Heir to the Empire.
Yeah,
Heir to the Empire.
I had that one. I might have even had this one back in the day, when they first came out. But somewhere along the way, I lost them, and I lived out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, right. My hometown was 20 miles away from the nearest movie theater, for crying out loud. But as luck would have it, right now, currently in the town that I live in, there's a used bookstore. Okay, every one of those 40 some odd books. Do you see a Legends banner?
No,
nope.
That's how you know anywhere. You're old school with your books. When you don't see no Legends banner in it, it makes you feel.
That's the mission. That's the mission. Abu is to get all of the original. No Legends banner. That's my deal. If they got the Legends banner on them, I won't buy them. But anyway,
absolutely.
I have a used bookstore. I have a used bookstore here in the town that I live in. So if anybody wants original books, I will take a trip down to my bookstore for you. And I'll be your middleman.
All right, that's what's up.
So
I'll have to send you my list. Because I only need 20 more to have them all.
Right. You send me an envelope. You send me an envelope or a little packing box to send it back to you in.
Okay. My aunt just called. I just cut it off, but yeah, I gotta get going.
Well, thanks again for stopping by. Really appreciate
it. Like I said, man, congratulations on your big milestone. Now you're part of my club now. You're finally official. But just the celebration, man, that, like I said, you've always been good to me. And like I said, you've always been supportive of me and my channel and the Dark Council. I mean, what can I say, man? You're a stand-up dude, and Mrs. RevKev, that's a man you do not want to ever leave. That man.
You're right. Absolutely.
I'll be a witness to that.
Yeah.
But
well, this news might shock you. No, just kidding.
But I wanted to say happy birthday. God bless you, sir. And
thank you so much.
And like I said, and enjoy many more to come.
All right, thanks so much, and enjoy your month, Seth.
I'm not looking forward to this phone call, but the fast I get it over with, the fast I'm going to bed.
There you go.
K Fox.
God bless you, sir.
Man. After my month is up, man, I will be coming for you. Rookie Critic, love you, brother. Shellback, love you too, fam. Thomas, stay frosty, brother. Love you. Everybody that's in the chat, because I can't see the chat. I'm on the phone, but salute to everyone on the chat that's chilling out. And be good to yourself and be good to others. This is Abu signing off. Have a good one.
Nice. Fancy is back. What is up, brother? That is whack.
Hey, no. I'm glad to take a back seat to the president any day. So
I'm sorry about that. I thought he was going to be a little quicker. So, and then I tried. No. And then I just realized, like, how do I communicate with you guys privately? Oh, there's a private chat right here.
It was all for the good, too, because my internet started acting up anyways.
Such a newbie. It was all good. So.
I hate to do this, but I have to also bail out as well. But
yeah,
happy birthday. was great to meet you, Mrs. RevKev.
Thank you. You as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
dipping out before the final hour.
Wow, Fox. Dipping out.
I apologize. I'm also,
and we have cake.
I will have to come back for that, I guess. But but happy birthday, brother, and
right,
God bless. And we will see you next time.
All right, thanks for coming by.
Have a good one, everybody.
Bye.
See you, Fox.
Later, folks.
Oh, very good.
Yep. What are you going to say, Thomas?
I was going to say that if any of you, and this includes you, Reverend, and your wife, if any of you guys stop by Massachusetts in your travels, come to the store I work at. I sell wine, discount, all types of wines, Merlots, Cabernets.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like this whole time he's just like drinking fancy. He's like, yes, discuss this Star Wars. Yes, discuss this.
Only
more.
Rookie, do you know I'm only fancy for you?
Exactly. Yes. Very. You almost turned British in my head with that. You're like, oh yes, now we shall discuss these things. Oh yes. That was a horrible British accent I did, but yeah.
I don't know what that accent was, but. I
have to say British words to kind of get into the accent, fish and chips and all. Oh, that's all right. Okay, now we can go over there and go a little bit British.
Governor.
All right.
Governor.
Yeah.
There you go. That's actually a pretty good accent. That's not bad.
It's like when you go Russian, you got to say, I am Russian. I crushed you. And then you get to the the Russian accent there.
But actually, what I'd like to hear is everybody's Canadian accent. I think that's kind of more the challenge.
Okay. All right.
One of my favorite words is when Canadians say this, and I laugh as a Canadian when people say it. It's like, oh, we're going to go out and about.
We go have some, do they say maple or maple syrup? Do they...
No, we say maple. I'm trying there, Rick, but it is maple.
you basically just have to channel your inner Minnesotan, and it's like, oh, we're going down there, don't you know? And you're welcome over here, It's like,
you get the A.
Doodly do right.
Doodly do right.
We'll have a good time. We'll get out. We'll get out on the lake with the boat. Yeah,
that sounds like about half my family. So
out in a boat and a scoot.
All my northern relatives live up north, and.
What was your first Canadian encounter, Fancy?
I was gonna say my first introduction to the Canadian accent was Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas in their what's that movie? A Strange Brew.
The McKenzie brothers, yeah.
Yeah, the McKenzie brothers. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Take off, Yodre.
Take off, eh?
It was it started as like a skit on what was it? Second City TV.
SCTV.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you ever heard, if you ever listened to their album, they actually put out one album, and on that album they had the 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh no!
And it was all kind of on the 12th day of Christmas. My true love gave to me beer. No. And then it continued. Yeah, and I'm not even kidding. Like every single Christmas here in Canada on the radio, that song is regularly played as part of the Canadian content law that's required. And it's like, here's Canadian Christmas music. And it's just, we hear this song.
My true love gave to me a hockey stick. Yeah, and then she gave to me
2 turtlenecks and a beer.
A rake for the leaves, and I don't know.
So you guys have just reminded me. I seriously have a bone to pick with the Google, okay? Because I was on a stream the other day, and I don't know exactly what it was, but anyway, it caused me to search for the name of the Montreal the Montreal hockey team, right? Their name, because anyway. And I swear, ever since I've been getting notifications about the damn Montreal Canadiens. Okay? I'm like, I don't care.
That's the way it works.
Well, it says you do, so there. Ha.
Yeah. Google.
By the way, it's like probably a few seconds away from your midnight.
Oh. It is. It is.
Yes.
Look at that. It's 11:59 here. Holy smokes. So you guys are going to witness my meltdown and witness my midlife crisis. I'm just kidding.
Midlife?
Yeah.
I'm clicking on buy motorcycle now.
It is right now. As of right now, it is your 50.
Happy birthday,
50
baby.
years
Happy
old.
birthday.
Oh my
Happy
goodness.
birthday.
Thank you very much.
Do they have
Happy
AARP in
birthday.
Canada?
Do they have what?
Do they have AARP in Canada?
AARP.
Yeah.
No, I don't know
I
what
would
that
say
is.
that's a
Alcoholics
no.
Anonymous role playing?
Or maybe up there it would be like CARP because for us AARP stands for American Association of Retired People or Persons or whatever. Do you guys have anything like that up in Canada?
Do we have an association for old people?
Like when you retire, like money that you get when you retire.
Yeah, no, it's like AAA or some crap. You know,
You're not,
Okay.
you're
Like
not
an extra
speaking.
benefit for like stuff where you
just
get
some
cheap.
sort of club. You know, yeah.
Okay.
You
Well,
get
we
like
do get-
stuff
I mean,
off of stores.
Nothing official. We've got stores
Yeah.
that give senior discounts.
Yeah.
But nothing.
It's like
Which
10%
really-
off.
Yeah, which really sucks because when was it? Like 5 years ago.
No, it was, yeah.
Like about 5 years ago, my wife and I went to a drugstore and we were buying a bunch of stuff. And the cashier looked at me and she goes, "Oh, so seniors discount, sir?"
I do that sometimes.
And my lovely wife goes, "Dad, don't forget your discount." I was like, "Oh, you got to be kidding me."
Classic.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was a great game.
My rule is if any customer comes in with gray hair, I'll just assume they're old and just give them a discount for it, and that's
Okay.
unless they say otherwise, of course. But
Right.
Well, I'm coming to visit you again real soon. Then.
hell yeah,
I
you
had
want
the opposite
discount.
problem. I got
Yeah.
carded for just about everything up till about like 2 years ago. I was carded for everything. They had to ask me for my ID. Are you
Dude, I was
21? I'm like 30. So
They're like, hey young man,
You have a young face.
I know.
Hey young man, alcohol's dangerous. You gotta drink carefully now, okay, young man.
I would buy a movie that's rated R, and they'd be like, "Are you 18? Can we see your thing?"
Did your mommy say it's okay to buy that movie?
Yeah,
Are you gonna react
exactly.
violently if you watch it because you're that impressionable now? Are you gonna do that?
Hey,
No.
believe it or not, I was getting carded up into my mid to late 30s. I was still getting carded. If I walked into a certain establishment, and I'm like, and I had not this much gray, but I had gray. Okay, and I'm like, what? Here's my ID right here. And then, no, sir, we actually need to see your driver's license. I'm like, fine.
You go give it a tug. It's real. I promise.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm not. It's not fake. It's real.
Yeah,
like,
my
same
what is
costume.
it? Miracle on 42nd Street impression.
That's when you go. That's when you go. Okay, name to me any 17-year-old or anyone under the drinking age that has this type of beard. Who does?
Right.
No one. Yep.
Maybe
But no, they're weird. They're weird.
There's some people who've got beards like that, at that age.
It's weird. It's weird with IDs. Like my ID was expired for a little while, and it's like I wasn't driving anyway, but it was like I was trying to get some alcohol at the store, and it's like they're like, oh, we need to have like your actual your ID's expired. I'm like, well, yeah, but my birthday doesn't change when it's expired. Like I am obviously over the age, so what?
Right.
What? Like, and they're just like, no, it just needs to be. You just need to have the real one. I'm like, well, like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, it obviously is a real one that is really expired, but like, what?
Yep.
Like, they're like, no, it just needs to be. Like, do you think I'm not a citizen or some shit? Like, I don't understand what the thing is with that, but apparently they're like liable, I guess. Like, if they were to sell it to me, and then if I were to do something stupid drunk, they'd be like, hey, why'd you sell it to him? He didn't have his real ID.
Didn't have the valid ID.
All right. I guess so. It's still kind of iffy on me with that.
Yeah. Well, that happened about 15 years ago. So our family changed provinces, states, right? Moving from one province to the other, one state to the other. And so you got to change your driver's license, and we have healthcare, so you got to change your healthcare cards and all that. So we go to the office to change it, and they say, okay, so you go to the driver's license. They say, oh no, we can't accept this yet until you have a valid passport. It's like to show the change of address. We go, okay. So then we go to change our passport. They said, no, you can't update your passport until you have a valid driver's license.
Here's the circle, yes.
And we're like, And for a week we kept driving back and forth between these three different offices, going, like, someone just has to be first. I don't care who's first.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
First. And
if you guys want to arm wrestle and decide a winner, that's fine.
Right.
Just
now, I know there's a lot of space. I know there's a lot of space and a lot of distance. Okay, up there.
Yes.
But a passport?
Yeah. Well, because they needed to see an official government ID. So.
Yeah, that's what they would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, like if you go from, say, Alberta to, Quebec, because, let's face it, Quebec is a whole nother freaking country. Okay?
It's a completely different country. Yep.
I feel like you could make a drama off of that story. It's like, oh, we're a happy family. We just want to change our provinces. And then it's like, it all starts to tumble down when they're like, you need to do this first. And then you go back to your other thing. You need to do this first to do this. And then you're like, what? No, it's like, this huge battle to see how it can happen. Do you have to pull a trick? Do you have to influence one side or the other to just do it first, or what? Pit them against each other, so then they're fighting for which one can do it first for you, and then have that be a movie.
Yeah, well, and the movie would get really interesting because what happened was then I got these letters from the government of the previous province and said, well, your health care in this province has been canceled for your son, who was like 5 at the time, 6 at the time.
Who is no longer in your custody.
Because he is no longer in your custody.
What?
Which was exact. It's like,
I checked his bedroom.
We're like, he's right there.
Yeah.
It's like my 6-year-old is right there. It's like, what do you mean he's not in my custody anymore? So
in the movie, they changed that to where they sent a secret silent ninja SWAT team that would get the kid and steal it from you, and then you get the letter, and then you're like, oh, but our kid's right. Oh shit, where is he? No, they already got him. They got him. Fuck. And then you learn karate. And then you got to hunt down.
Find you.
Yeah, exactly. You know where I'm going with this. Yes, exactly where I was going with that. If you hurt a hair on his head, I will rip your head off.
You should have put him in cuffs and then taken a picture and send it to him and like, now does it count? Now is he in custody?
He can't escape. It's too funny. Oh my goodness. Well, I really appreciate all of you kind of just spending this birthday night with me. It was fun, and it's getting pretty late. I don't want to keep everybody up too much later.
We'll do it again in another 50 years for you.
Exactly. Another 50 years. We'll do this again. Like I was telling people at the beginning, my province here we're in a stay-at-home order. We're not allowed to go anywhere. We're not allowed to see anybody. And so we're all just kind of smiling. I've got lots of opinions of it, but I don't post them on social media. So
smart man. It's a smart man.
Exactly.
Very
we
smart.
Smile and we love everybody regardless of their opinion.
I'm just gonna say this, Kev, real quick.
Yes, sir.
If need be, I will cross the border and I will break you out. Okay.
Now
we'll toss you a rope. And Michelle back in Immortal will toss a rope and see if you can, we'll try to pull you in.
There you go. Well,
So,
the introvert in me is kind of okay with staying home.
Right. You're like, oh no, I have to stay home with my cool collection and with my wife in our house, and nobody gets to bug us. Oh,
and I get to watch my sermons on TV.
Exactly.
Oh no, I don't have to leave the house to go do stuff I don't want to do. Oh,
that's
no.
right. And hang out with people I don't want to hang out with. Oh no.
And he's got his own version of Wilson hanging up on the wall over there.
There you go. I got all my toys all around me.
The stormtrooper, he'd be like, oh, don't shoot.
Exactly. He just kind of keeps staring. He keeps watching us.
He always tries to shoot you, and then he shakes his fist, going, "I'll get you next time, Kev."
That's it. Exactly.
How far are you, or how close are you to? And this might have been mentioned already, but how close are you to Toronto?
Yeah, we're about 4.5 hours.
Okay.
From Toronto. Yeah.
Oh, so you could watch the Snyder Cut in that amount of time. It's nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Every year, me and my family, we go up to Ontario on the French River, and we passed right by Toronto. So in Shellback, I'll be able to break him out before you do because I'm not in trouble.
Well, I know this sounds really crazy to people, like my friends and from the U.S. when I say I kind of like Canada, so it's kind of okay. So
okay, sure, yeah,
yeah, sure, you like Canada.
Yeah, I only ever been to Moose Jaw, Canada.
Moose Jaw.
I've never even been to Moose Jaw.
Yeah, well, that was like I was younger. I just remember the gigantic moose statue and Beanie Babies or something. I remember some of those around there.
Oh.
It was all like the main visual I remember is it was very green around. So that was good.
Moose Jaw is a lovely little place, don't you know?
Yeah. Yes. Well, and I remember my dad would take us into the duty-free shop or something, and I swear he's just browsing all the different alcohols that's available and whatever. And it's like I was always like, let's go. He's like, no, hold on. Let me look here. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to be back here tomorrow, so it's like I got to look for a while. So,
well, I tell you, got to make sure you get the good Canadian alcohol.
Exactly.
Wayne Gretzky alcohol.
The Wayne Gretzky whiskey. That's what you got to make sure that you get your hands on. So.
Back in my Navy days, I was tasked with taking people over the border because I was 25 before I joined up, right? I tried going straight out of high school, but something happened. But so I had to wait a little while. But everybody that was like my same pay grade, they were a lot of them were straight out of high school, right? And so a bunch of us would pile up in the truck, and we'd drive up to Vancouver, and spend the night, and then and go bar hopping. Because they were not, the other guys were like over 19,
right?
So we would go up to Vancouver, BC, and that's like the advantage I can see to Canadian life.
That 19-year-old drinking age.
Yeah. Well,
it's 18 in Quebec.
Me being a military, veteran, I'm one of those people that like, if you can sign a piece of paper and saying that you'll catch a bullet, you should be able to, enjoy some libation every once in a while.
That's that's a good point. Absolutely. Very cool. Well, I think we got a big day tomorrow. So now that I'm officially old, I should probably get a good night's sleep.
You old people got to get to bed at 6 o'clock.
You got your bran flakes ready?
Exactly. Well, every morning I go pee at exactly 8 o'clock. The problem is I don't get out of bed until 9.
Hey, let's not make fun of bran cereal, okay?
I was literally just referencing SpongeBob, but bran flakes, bold new taste. Bran flakes with a nice cereal box.
I've loved Raisin Bran for many years now.
I love Raisin Bran.
You're a Raisin Bran.
I think Thomas won't age. He won't reach 50 because the wine he drinks will keep him at like 49 at most. He'll just be he'll age like normal, but he'll just stay the same look.
Well, the funny thing is that because my birthday's coming up in like 2 weeks, so I keep on forgetting how old I am. I think so AFK Bard is always giving me a hard time about it because I'm going to be turning 32, but I forgot a few weeks ago. Am I going to be 31 or 32? So it's kind of
I kind of know what you mean. I kind of had that too, where I'm like, okay, have I been thinking to myself that I am the age? Like, have I been rounding up this whole time that I'm this age now, or am I already that age? Like, I forget. I was like, oh, I thought I'm turning 28. It's like, no, I just turned 27. It's like,
and does 2020 count? Like, I don't think we should count 2020. because
nobody aged in 2020.
Yeah, it just doesn't count.
That's
So
fine
we
with
should
me.
all
That
just get a do-over.
Less years to 40.
You either didn't age at all or you aged extremely in 2020. That's what
true.
it was.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No, here's when me and RevKev will know, like, when we're actually getting old. You know, if I don't know about you, but like I remember, you know, when I was younger, you know, and listening to the, you know, the old people I knew talk, right? You know, the course of their conversation, you know, on like trying to remember stuff, you know, they're like, when was it that Bob passed away? You know, it's like, you know, they tell time according to
who died.
according to who's dead and who's still alive.
True.
You know,
that's true.
I used to every Thursday morning. I used to go out for breakfast with a bunch of other pastors here in our city, and every Thursday morning I'd listen to these guys. They would be talking about their colonoscopies and their prostate exams,
so medical stuff, who died. These are how they date history now.
So I quit the group. I stopped going.
That's every day around here, man.
I can't eat with you guys. Like, I'm out. Like, this is
we're gonna have the Fandom Menace colonoscopy party.
There you go. Oh my goodness. Just don't make a collectible card of that one. That's
oh yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm guessing that both of us are going to be getting calls from our doctors, you know, trying to get us to come in for that appointment there, Kev.
You know what? I had mine early because there was some family history. Best drugs I ever had. So awesome. It was a great experience.
I feel like with when you and Shellback reach a certain age, you guys are gonna have like an old person synchronage, like how women synchronize their periods. It's like, oh, we got our old age, and we got the same. Our backs hurt at the same time. Oh no!
Did your hip go out? My hip went out.
We both got arthritis. Oh no!
Did you upgrade your prescription
I could do that now. I can do that now.
Shellback can control it at this point. He's controlled. He can control it when his body's gonna hurt.
That's it. Body has to hurt somewhere, so you just pick which spot.
Yeah, he isolates it. I don't need my pinky today. I'm just gonna shove it all right there.
No, dude, the going to bed, feeling okay, and then waking up and going, hey, that didn't hurt when I went to bed. that started in the 30s, okay? You know, so that's nothing new.
That one made no sense to me. It's like, why am I sore? I just was sleeping.
Totally.
Like, I didn't
get
do
that.
anything.
I get that.
It's when the ghosts will actually come in and beat you up at night and go, fuck you, old man, and then you just go wake up, go, ow, why am I in pain? No, it's the ghost. That's why.
I used to think the kids came in the room and hit me for something or something. It's like, my dad sucks, you know.
Were you sleep fighting again? Your Mortal Kombat every other night.
It's not my wife hitting me.
Right? Yeah. Lean over to her and be like, did you punch me last night? No.
She does.
Not this time.
It's been a long time.
Not last night.
Exactly. Not last night. Is it just sore now? Because that was like a week ago.
The delayed effect.
Exactly. Cool. Well, thank you again for coming in. I'm going to end this, so we'll call it a night. But I really, really appreciate you guys coming and ringing in the birthday with me. It means a lot. And just keep on doing great work on your channels. It's so fun kind of being all part of the community together and just having lots of fun and geeking out. And yeah, look forward to touching base soon and all the different ways we connect.
No problem, brother. Nice
all
little
right,
party.
Yep.
Great.
Very happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The nurses are bringing the tapioca now.
Woo-hoo! Tapioca! All right. All right, good night.